Welcome back, guys, to Jake's Card Tricks. Today I have a cool card trick for you. It's a beginner's card trick, and I found it in a guy by the name of Jim Stott in one of his card trick books. And I thought it was pretty cool, and I want to show you guys it today. Here's what I would do. I would give the deck a quick shuffle, mix all the cards up, just like that. And then I would split the deck into two piles, two little decks. Now, I would ask for two spectators, spectator number 1 and spectator number 2. Or I could just use one spectator to pick two cards. I would tell them to pick a card from this pile and leave it there. Then I ask them to pick a card from this pile. Now, first, let me show you the first card that the spectator picked, not looking, and then the second. Okay? I ask spectator number 2 to put their card into spectator number 1's pile. I ask spectator number 1 to put their card into spectator number 2's pile. Just like that. And now, I'm going to go through the deck and isolate two cards that I believe are your cards. So let's see if I'm right. 7 of diamonds and the 4 of spades. That is the trick, guys, and let's get on to the tutorial. Alright, guys, so here's the trick. This is once again a Jim Stott. I don't know if he made this trick up, but I found this trick in his book. It's very simple. All you're gonna have to do is get a regular deck of cards and separate the reds into one pile and separate the blacks into another pile. Alright? Then you just put the reds on top of the blacks and the blacks on top of the reds. It doesn't matter. Then what you're going to do is a clumsy false shuffle. What you're going to do is push off some cards into your left-right hand, depending on if you're left-handed or right-handed. And then, before I explain it, I'm going to reference to this pile of cards as the deck, and this pile as the pile, alright? Now what you're going to do is push some cards off the bottom of the deck onto the top of the pile, and some cards off the top of the deck onto the bottom of the pile. Once again, you're going to push off some cards from the bottom of the deck onto the top of the pile, and from the top of the deck onto the bottom of the pile. You're just going to do that until you run out of cards. And now what that does is it keeps the cards mostly in order. All you're going to have to do, they're going to be all in pairs. The reds are going to be pairs and the blacks are going to be in pairs. All you're going to have to do is just move the reds that aren't with the other reds and put them into the reds. That's all you're going to have to do, and then split the deck into two piles and ask a spectator to pick a card from this pile. Let them look at it, 3 of hearts, and then ask a spectator to pick a card from this pile and look at it, 4 of clubs. Now how this works is you're going to ask them to put their first card that they picked, into this pile, the opposite pile. So let's say they picked it from this pile, so they're going to put it in the opposite pile. And what that does is it puts a red card into the middle of these black cards. And so you'll be able to isolate that card, or you'll be able to know what card they picked without even looking at it beforehand. Because all you'll do is just go through the deck and see the red card, and the only red card in the pile of black cards, that will be their card. So it's a really easy trick, and then you're just going to do the same. The card they picked from this pile, you're going to put into this pile, just like that. And then you will be able to isolate that card as well. So what you're going to do is put both piles on top of each other, go through the deck, and the black card that is in the red pile you take out, the red card that is in the black pile you take out, and those two cards will be their card. And that is it's a really cool, easy beginner's trick. Now you can't come off clean because they'll see that you actually can, but I'll teach you how. They see that there are some black cards and red cards. So all you do is, when they're amazed at that you found their cards, you just shuffle the deck up, get them all mixed up, and say everything can be examined. And that will mess up the deck, the order of the deck. So that is it, guys. I'd actually recommend giving it 2 shuffles, So as you saw, there's still piles of cards together. But now 2 shuffles makes it more random. So that is the trick, guys. I hope you liked it, and yep. Hope you guys liked that trick. Goodbye.